Good morning, y'all. Good morning. How goes it? Like my mom used to come in my room and say in the morning, rise and shine. Hey, can you hear me clearly? Because I got these earbuds in, so I don't know what it's sounding like. What you doing up so early? I'm actually testing to see if this is a good time to be live. Oh, the kids got school. Oh, you can hear me good. Good, good. The kids got school. Yep. Like I said, my kids, today is a teacher work day. They still getting out of here, but they don't have to be out as early. So I just got up and left them sleeping so I can have just a few minutes to myself to kind of wrap my head around the day. Just make my coffee and sit down and chill. My kids don't go back to tomorrow. Huh? Oh, they looking for something to eat. Gotcha. Y'all, please thumbs up the live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm never live this early. But I was like, let me get up. I said I wanted to be a little more productive during my days this year. So if I'm a say I'm gonna do it, I need to be up and getting it done and not sleeping in until 9 or 10 on the days when the kids don't have school. hmm I'm gonna have to put this I don't want to put this robe up. I bought this robe for Christmas, the Christmas season. And now I just love it so much. I don't want to put it up. Put it up with all the other Christmas stuff and see it again next year. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I hope y'all have a phenomenal week. Y'all know how Mondays can be. And I'm a firm believer that we don't subscribe to the typical Monday BS, the Monday blues and all of that. You know, that was long ago. Get that out of your head. You know how Mondays are. Mondays be Monday. And no, Monday is just like any other day of the week. That's what I mean when I say it depends on what you put in your head, what will stick. If you keep telling yourself Mondays are crappy, Mondays are gonna be crappy. Good morning, y'all that just came in. I must have got a big push out because all of a sudden, folks in here. Y'all, please thumbs up the live. Good morning. If you are in the Eastern Standard Time Zone or let me see, Central Standard, I hope you've had your coffee. I got mine. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Hopping on for a few minutes to say what's up. Gonna get the day started. Gonna be productive. Might do a little bit of a vlog. I got 4 pieces of video that I need to edit and upload. So that's on my list to do today, at least 2 of them. So I'm gonna make sure I get that done today. I got some work to do. I didn't make it to the store to restock yesterday. Instead, I hung out with my parents first for a few hours, and I think I'll take that over grocery shopping. We'll just deal with whatever we have in here to eat, and for me to send for them for lunch and snack. So what what I usually say holds true. So the kids, they don't have anywhere to go today, school wise. Like they don't have to be up early. And the older they get, the later I feel like they're sleeping. Oh yeah, you can't, time with family for me is always gonna be number one. I'm gonna find a way to do everything else, but you can't find time to create more memories. So I'm just gonna find time. later to get the grocery. If I wanted to, had I thought about it, I just would have ordered them online and had them delivered to the house. But I didn't think about it, so I didn't have them delivered. It'll be all right. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can always get groceries another way, but that time with them loved ones, once it's done. So that's a little bit of perspective to carry with you today. Don't let nobody piss you off unnecessarily today either. I am using a different creamer this morning. That's what happens when you don't go grocery shopping. So instead of my typical French vanilla, I have Reese's, and it's not the same. It just does not taste the same. So, but I'm making it. I'm not gonna complain. Thank y'all for thumbsing up the live. Appreciate it. What's on the agenda today? Are we going to work? Are we off? Are we chilling? We got all our New Year's cleaning and decluttering done. So we just gonna, hang out and take the day as it comes. What are we doing today? Oh man, I'm listening for little feet, but I don't hear any, which means the folks are still sleeping, which is a good thing. They need all the rest their little bodies can get. I'm just relaxing until I gotta go to work. What time do you work today? What time do you go to work? That coffee is not strong enough. You need Star. This coffee is amazingly. I mean, while you playing, I'm drinking Starbucks coffee. Actually, I'm drinking Starbucks coffee. I'm drinking a maple pecan coffee pod. The flavor is okay. I feel like it's the creamer that's like not got me. That International Delight French vanilla. That is the bomb creamer. Starbucks is a ripoff, in my opinion. I just drink water though. Good morning, Chuck. I used to think that Starbucks coffee to me tastes a little bit burnt. It used to, but I feel like they seem to be doing a little bit better with their flavors. So I can it is better. I get well, and so let me back up when I say coffee. So for me, coffee, like yes, for the regular coffee maker at home. If I go out to Starbucks, I'm ordering a latte. Like I'm not ordering, regular Starbucks coffee because those beans are burnt. And I don't understand how, as much as people have been saying over the years that Starbucks coffee is burnt, they still haven't changed it because people still buy it. People are still, good morning. People are still in line for it. Go to work at 4:30. Okay. Well, you got a lot of time to kind of chill. I Chuck, I have to increase my water intake. I really do because I don't drink nearly enough water. If I went to a coffee shop, I'd just go to a small business, but I'd probably get a hot chocolate. I patronize small businesses too. I wasn't in my hometown yesterday. I typically don't go to Starbucks. I like Dunkin' Donuts. Um, but I like the little mom and pops coffee shops. Those have more of a friendly vibe. They seem a little bit more genuine in their interactions. So I agree. I love a mocha from McDonald's. Girl, that stuff is so sweet. So sweet. They have good iced coffee. Good morning, Joe. Who has good iced coffee? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? Dunkin' Donuts has really good iced coffee. It's really sugary, and they always have like really good holiday specials. Dunkin', yes. I love Dunkin' coffee. I really do. Iced coffee and hot coffee. My favorite thing to get from there is the butter pecan coffee, and their coffees are so you have to ask because sometimes Dunkin' coffees are a swirl and sometimes they're just like a syrup. At least that's how it used to be. The swirls actually have sugar in it. So if I do a swirl, a swirl flavor like butter pecan, I always cut back everything. Um, I am I usually get a medium butter pecan, but because I know that the flavoring they use is already sugary, and they usually put 3 creams, 3 sugars, and 3 swirls in it, I just cut everything back to 2, 2 swirls, 2 creams, 2 sugars, and then it's perfect. Because if it's too sweet, I can't drink it. Mm, watch out though is strong. Yeah, for sure. There's a place around the corner from me that has $1.50 cups of coffee, hot tea, hot chocolate, cappuccino, mocha, espresso, so all that for $1.50 and it's free refills. I'm surprised if that's always been the price, I'm surprised they've been able to maintain it as much as everything has gone up. Let me ask this, have they decreased the size of the cups? Because y'all know how it is now. Folks raising the price on everything and shrinking the product. Make me want to go to Dublin. I know you mean Dunkin'. Go on. I passed 2 Dunkin' Donuts on the way to, take my kids to their, place today. 2, and I'm gonna try my best not to get in line. It's a Monday, and I typically am like, "Okay, it's the start of the week. Yes, I had my coffee, but I need a power up at Dunkin'." Yep. Good morning, young boogie. You want attention, okay? Good morning. That's it. Now, if you say anything else, you rolling. People are so funny on this internet. So funny. That is so good. Good to my soul. No, they're just a regular size mug. You can actually bring your own mug. They make their profit on food though, but you don't have to eat there. I usually just get like 3 hot chocolates for $1.50. Oh, wow. Bring your own mug? That's interesting. A lot of places don't let you bring your own stuff because of like food safety concerns and stuff. Hey, Dallas, all this snow needs something strong, hot to clean ice. Yeah, I know you don't use hot chocolate to clean ice off the car. Where are you? Oh, you in Kentucky. Yeah, y'all got snow. I lived in Michigan for 16, 17 years. So from 2007 to 2000, I think I left there in 2023, 2023. I lived in Michigan and boy, I do not miss that snow. I don't. You better know it. Sometimes you just have to laugh. Oh yeah, of course. Too much snow. Too much snow. Y'all, I remember my first winter in Michigan in 2007. I went up there with my little Honda CRV, which I don't have anymore. And I was just so naive. I moved there from Alabama And I moved up there with my little Honda CRV, front wheel drive now, not all wheel drive, front wheel drive. This is just how much I know anything about the Midwest. And that first snow, I had to get out of my apartment complex to go to my talking maybe 10 inches. Oh yeah. I had to get out of my apartment complex to go to my uh lab. And y'all, no, not my lab, to my at this time I was at the diagnostic center. But when I tell y'all I tried to get out onto the main road and my wheels were spinning, like literally spinning, and I was going nowhere. I was so shocked, frustrated, upset, like I didn't know what to do. Y'all know what I did? It was 7 something in the morning. I called my parents and I was just crying and crying and crying. I was telling them I couldn't move the car. I don't know what to do. The wheels are spinning, blah, blah, blah. They were in South Carolina, mind you. So there was absolutely nothing they could do for me at the time. But I was just so I might have to do a story time on my culture shock moving to Michigan because it was something. I mean, I eventually got used to it and, it's not the end of the world anymore. I lived there, for 17 years, but y'all, ooh, that was a terrible time. The adjustment was. I live in a small town. You can get a beer and a meal in this place for less than the price of McDonald's meal. That's how they stay in business, I guess, because there's always a lot of customers. Okay. Understood. The small town feel is so homey. I love it. That's where, everybody knows everybody. I would say there ain't much drama, but I think that depends on what small town you're in. We have a lot of ice. Ooh, can't do the ice. The ice that you can see, and also that black ice. That's what really gets you because you don't know it's there. Waffle House is a good place. We have Waffle House here. I've since moved out of Michigan back to South Carolina, and I love Waffle House. I ate there twice last week. For breakfast. Breakfast. I tell you where they make their money is desserts. The desserts here are good, but they're usually about $6 or $7, whereas the main meals are only about $10. Chuck, do you think they freeze the desserts, like make them big in bulk, freeze them, and then defrost them, when they need them? Or do you think everything is homemade like days before? I tell you. Oh, I read that one. Well, you need to come back. You know I live in a small town. Hey Mo, Rosie. Now see, I know Rosie personally. Mm-mm. I am not coming back to that small town, girl. Now that was a culture shock. I need to talk about my culture shock moving from, I think when I was there, I was in one small town, and then I moved to an even smaller town. And yeah, I couldn't even live in that town. I went to school in a super small town and couldn't even live in the town because I couldn't find housing. Yes, I think they do that, but I know they also have a daily cake or pie that's made fresh, but it runs out fast. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. They probably have a bake day and then, they put out a certain amount and the rest they put in the freezer. Cracker Barrel is good. Joe, the last time I went to Cracker Barrel was a few months ago, and um I like Cracker Barrel. Hey, quit. I like Cracker Barrel, but I like certain things. So they had this new salad and um They had some dressing, like a buzz honey buzz dressing or something. So that's what I like about Cracker Barrel. I feel like sometimes the other food is just really basic. I could do better. They need Cracker Barrel need me in the kitchen. Can't buy Wing Zone is waiting for you. Girl, Wing Zone is there, and then, but now let me tell you, Wing Zone can't top Wingstop now. Cannot. Too hectic in there. Can't buy bands and peanut butter sandwiches. Too hectic in the restaurant? I like Cracker Barrel gravy and biscuits. To be honest now, I like I said, I'm from the South. I ain't never been a fan of gravy and biscuits. Have not. I mean, I like a good biscuit, but in terms of like eating them together, mm, I haven't. I've not been a real fan of that. Banana and Miracle Whip and peanut butter. Oh, Joe, here you go with these small town sandwiches. I've heard of a banana sandwich before. I've never eaten a banana sandwich, but I've definitely heard of it before. And now I think unless you're allergic to peanut butter or don't like it, everybody's probably had a peanut butter sandwich every once in a while. I think that's just the beauty in life, just to enjoy the small things. No, I never have. I just like a banana sandwich with regular butter, honestly. Good morning. So now here I go showing what I don't know. In terms of like for the banana sandwich, do you slice the banana long ways on the bread or do you slice it like in the little like I'm gonna say cross sections because I'm a researcher and sometimes I look at longitudinal sections and cross sections. So are we talking the little circles or are we talking the long banana strips or slices? I don't know, y'all. My patient loves banana bread. Have you ever made banana bread, Rosie? Because I'm gonna tell you, I can't. Y'all, my husband used to get so tired of me putting the overripe bananas that you use to make banana bread in the freezer. At one point in time, we had so many overripe bananas in the freezer, and not one time have I made one pan of banana bread with Joe said long for me. Okay. He's like, what is all these bananas doing in the freezer? Why is all this in here? I said, oh, I'm gonna make some banana bread. Never made it. Never. So now I think that's gonna be my goal before the month of January is out, is to make some banana bread. I am. I am. Honestly, I'm a savage, so I just butter the bread and wrap the slice around the banana and eat it hot dog style. That is crazy. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. I wasn't ready for that. I really wasn't. For Rosie said, for my patients, I slice it up into little pieces. Love homemade banana pudding. Now that's one thing I can make is a mean banana pudding. My mama passed her recipe down. She still makes it, and I still make it. And at now, at the current moment, it's a competition about whose tastes the best. So I'm right up there with her in making her banana pudding. I said, "Run me that recipe, please. Send it my way." Oh, her daughter has it ready for her? Oh, okay. I'm gonna make some banana bread. I really am. Now that y'all have inspired me to go back and do that, because I said I need to learn how to make it. That and zucchini bread, and I'm sure it's pretty easy. Sometimes I drizzle a little honey on there, like a sweet mustard or the banana dog. Mhm. Banana dog, that's exactly what it is. Think I will make think. Think what, Joe? I like making homemade yeast rolls. We got some bakers in the chat, huh? That's good. I'm not a huge baker. Now I can put a mean meal together, but I'm not a baker. My mother always made banana bread growing up, so the smell always reminds me of home. That's good. That's one of those little homey things that people can whip up really fast. For me, what reminds me of home is the smell of bacon, because we love a good breakfast in the South. Grits and pudding and eggs and bacon and pancakes. And we weren't really French toast. We weren't really a French toast family, but I am 75. Wow, congratulations, Joe. That's it's amazing. Amazing. Hey y'all, if anybody's new in here, please thumbs up the live for me. Thank you for hanging out. I am, and Joe, as far as Kentucky, I don't know what's the other state? Is it probably Michigan? Is it Michigan? Maybe Ohio. Ohio, that bridge that connects Ohio and Kentucky, that blue bridge over there by the baseball stadium. Is that the Cincinnati Reds stadium? That's about what I know of Kentucky, like that little area over there. Figure ice you figure. I didn't quite get that one. So, oh, figure I will slow down at 90. Go for it. I mean, I feel like you're only like age is one of those things that people use to um just kind of categorize you. Like, yeah, you 75 and what? Up early in the morning on a YouTube chat. Go. I love that for you. I love it, love it, love it. I just started baking a little bit. What you be baking over there, Rosie? Baking is its own discipline. My mother wasn't always the best cook, but she was a good baker. It's all about practice, though. I'm good at cooking, but only because I do it every day. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree because I feel like I want to get into baking, but I don't know if I have the patience. I would have to buy I guess to start out as a beginner, I don't even have a hand mixer. When I moved from Michigan, I left the hand mixer. So I don't even have that. And I was in here trying to make a cheesecake for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I got it done, but I didn't even have a hand mixer to like mix the cream cheese. I had to do that, use a little elbow grease and get it done. But I feel like for baking, you gotta have the patience. You also have to have a creative mind, right? Because depending on what you bake, the foundation of it, the beginning of it is the same. I think flour, eggs, milk, maybe heavy whipping cream, maybe some cream cheese, depending on what you're making. But once, that you get past that, it's like all these other tedious things that I don't know if I'm ready for. I don't know if I'm ready to do the tedious. Good morning, Matt. Hey, Dequario. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you for subscribing. I feel sad. I tried watching The Bold and the Beautiful and it failed. Oh, well. Mm. Hey, Jahar, I'm in the US. Watch The Notebook. It's a good movie with Jane Garner. I remember when that movie came out, I used to see the previews for it all the time, and I used to be like, this is so boring. It looks so boring, but that was me judging the movie before I even bothered to look at it. So maybe I'll go back and give it a shot. Yes, if you want to get into baking, then maybe just slowly accumulate bits and bobs. Start just doing it once a week or a night. It's easy. I started out with cupcakes. I'm trying to advance. I'm going to work on cakes. Um, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Give me a second. I'm trying to time somebody out here. Okay. 19. What happened, Joe? What's 19? What did I miss? Oh, y'all are talking about the bold and the beautiful. I just timed that person out because they are um sometimes people just enter the chat just to talk and draw attention to themselves. So sorry, Joe. I timed mad out. Maybe I will try my hand at baking. Now, if we're talking casseroles and stuff, I got that. But in terms of like baking, like baked goods for stuff, he said, no, he was talking about, oh, he said him? I thought he was talking about somebody on the bold and the beautiful. I don't know. I didn't even pay it much attention. When people start derailing side conversation, I'd be like, mm-mm. I saw a movie on Netflix yesterday called In With Us. It was pretty good. That's one of my things this year. It's not a resolution because I don't do those, but I just thought to myself that I was going to make a little more time to like watch movies and stuff. When I tell y'all this past year, like last year, 2024, I probably watched maybe 20 hours of TV all year, maybe. And I can't even tell you what I watched, so it's probably been less than that. I'm really not a TV person um anymore like I used to be, but I'm not. I used to when I work from home during the day and I used to stream like the news and stuff in the background, but I don't even do that anymore. I just stream channels on Alexa, like music on Alexa and podcasts and stuff. So I do want to see, I know there's some movies that I want to see that have passed me by, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch them later. Oh, I'll watch them later. And later never shows up. And here we are with me not watching any movies. At 75, you take one day at a time. I hear you, Joe. I hear you. You take one day at a time. That's my motto. I take one day at a time now. And I'm in my 40s. So definitely. Definitely, definitely. I think I learned that, at an earlier age than most. Generally, I watch a movie every Sunday night, sometimes two movies, but very rarely watch TV or shows. I watch a lot of old movies from the 50s and 60s. I'm only 29 now. Hmm. 50s and 60s, huh, Chuck? I can't. So are those movies in black and white? Because I cannot do black and white movies. I'm sorry. I need to see some color coming across my screen. Mm. And I wish. So for me, Sunday nights are reserved for getting the kids together, making sure their school stuff is straight. If I pan the camera over, you're gonna see all sorts of toys and papers and Sonic the Hedgehog, like all this stuff. So my Sunday nights are reserved for me scrambling to make sure the week gets started on the right foot. I watch more on YouTube though. YouTube is a pretty neat place. You can find some good and for some reason I have there are movies and stuff I can watch on YouTube. I ain't gonna say for some reason, but I do have access to movies on YouTube. So sometimes if I'm finished watching a video and the next thing that's queued up is a movie, I just let it play. Cause like I said, I I work from home. So I'm usually in my office, like engrossed in something, and then the movie comes on. Mm, I don't drink, I don't smoke. The TV is my peace of mind. Let me see, what would I consider my peace of mind? Probably just good conversation and time with family. That's my peace of mind, I guess. Because I got a huge sectional over here that I rarely sit on. Let me see. I can show it to you because it ain't covered in toys. That big old sectional back there, I sit on it every once in a while. For the most part, it's covered in toys, or my husband's on it watching some sports or something, but very rarely do I sit on that sectional. So, unless it's at night after everybody has gone to sleep and I just want to sit somewhere and breathe. Some movies I watch are in black and white, but they're actually colorized. A lot of old movies now and updated the picture quality. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Huh. That shows you I don't watch TV like that or old movies. Now, my dad likes to watch a lot of old westerns, and he is, let me see, in March he'll be 78. So he likes to watch old western movies. Him and my mom listen to piano relaxing music. Joe, I can't listen to stuff that's gonna put me to sleep. I do listen to, so when my channels on Alexa, I do a lot of I ask Alexa to play a lot of focus music. I say, "Hey, Alexa, play productivity music." Um, I also have her play, what else? Upbeat jazz music, but I can't play nothing that's gonna have me sleeping. That's not gonna work. Not gonna work. On a normal morning, y'all, what time is it? 7:38. So on a normal morning, I would be in the drop off line, dropping my kids off at school. But listen, what you hear? Nothing. So tomorrow morning is gonna be rough because they still in the bed. Like they worked all night long. Um, so this time I'd be dropping them off in the drop off line and they not even up yet. So we got a lot of talking and back on the routine type of stuff to do. So tonight is gonna be rough. So think of me tonight around, oh, let's say 8:30. Think of me trying to get them to bed. I'll probably be fussing because they want to look at TV all night. Some movies from the 50s and 60s. Hello, how you doing? Some movies from the 50s, 60s, and 70s are really good. I watch modern movies too, but when I started watching old movies, I realized how much junk they make today. Gotcha. Yeah, watching things from, I think, before so much technology and societal pressure. Um, I can totally understand where you're coming from. Some movies are good. Now, I went to see, don't laugh. I went to see Mufasa the other day. I didn't take my kids either. My sister and I went, and we talking two ladies in their 40s still watching Lion King movies because the content is so wholesome. It's so wholesome. I love it. I've seen everything, and when I went, I told my mom what I was going to see, and she was like, "You going without the kids?" Yes, ma'am. These are our childhood movies. Yes, we are going without the kids. We'll take them to see it after we've seen it and can sit and watch it in peace. Old people need to relax. Everybody needs to relax. Everybody. My coffee has gotten cold. I need to microwave it. Little House on the Paris. On the Prairie? Little House on the Prairie is good show. Oh man, please. By Laura Ingalls Wilder. I am not traumatized, but they beat that story into us, into our brains so much when I was a kid. I know all about Little House on the Prairie. All about it. Ooh, I've been on here for 42 minutes when I just wanted to sit down and have a cup of coffee. That's what happens when good people roll through and you can have a decent conversation these days. So thank y'all for decent conversation in the morning. Appreciate it. I'm not old. I'm 29, but I will admit I like to be in bed by 10 p.m. and I like a lot of fiber in my diet and I find loud music annoying. There's nothing wrong with that, Chuck. Nothing. You move through life at a pace that you like, a pace that you enjoy. And I tell people all the time, don't let people make you feel bad for how you are. Ain't nothing wrong with you don't have to be old to what be in bed by 10 p.m. I wish I could be in my bed by 10 p.m. I was in there earlier than usual last night because I said I was going to bed early. But typically, I'm up until like midnight or 1 a.m. and I'm trying to scale that on back and get into bed at what I now consider a reasonable hour, maybe around 11 or 12. So we'll see. I think we all should like fiber in our diet, right? That keeps us regular, it keeps us out of GI trouble. And then loud, I find loud music annoying too. I don't even go out as much as I used to pre, that whole thing where everything was shut down. I don't know what YouTube will let you say and won't let you say. I need to go back and read that. Good morning, y'all. I see the numbers fluctuating up at the top. Please thumbs up the live if you haven't. Consider subscribing to my channel, y'all. My shorts are mainly just small random stuff. I have two cats, one who just turned 21. I don't post her as much because she's old and rickety and grouchy. But then I have one who I was hollering at earlier in this video. He's under 1 years old, so he gets a lot of video time in my shorts. And then my other videos is just regular lifestyle content and shenanigans. In some lives, I sit here. Other lives I do through StreamYard are kind of motivational and uplifting. And then usually the lives I do where I'm in front of the camera, I'm sitting in my car eating. Mhm. So yeah, in the heat of the night. Oh yeah. In Sparta, all the happenings in Sparta. I agree, Joe. People stress way too much. Easy. Tell folks, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on other people. Like live your own life. Let folks live theirs. You go on about your day and do the things that you enjoy and let other people go on about their day and do the things that they enjoy. As long as it ain't infringing on nothing you got going on, what's the big deal? I'm not interested in the hip hop scene. I prefer bird watching and comfortable footwear. I suppose at heart I'm probably somewhere in my mid 60s. Chuck, what's interesting is I thought about, and I don't know, maybe it's when you get over, well, no, I can't say over 40 because you're 29. But maybe at some point in life, you just start to sit and think, what else can I do that's pretty easy going? And for me, at one time, I did consider bird watching. I did. And I kind of researched it and looked around, and someone was telling me there's an app you can get that will help you and, help you identify birds really quickly. But I don't have I'm getting ready to say I don't have time, but that's just me saying that because if it's something I really want to do, I can make time for it. But at some point, I am going to get into bird watching and into photography. So I really like taking pictures of like nature, but I need to dip my toe in the water and get started. I like comedy. Me too. I love a good laugh. I haven't been to a live. Do you do live comedy shows, Joe? You are in Kentucky, so I know y'all have like the comedy scene around there. I don't really do live comedy shows. I can't tell you the last time I've done a live comedy show, but I'm trying. There's one particular comedian I'm trying to get to see. And then every once in a while I get an ad come through my news feed for comedian, like a kings or queens of comedy or the best comedians. And a lot of the latest ones, I think, for me are from the 90s. So I'm listening, but I still don't hear nothing, which means I'm gonna have to go and pull them out the bed by their little feet. My goal is to have them out of the house by 9, so we still making good time, but yes, but everyone has died. Yeah. Mm. I'm not a stuffy old fart. I do like mountain climbing and kayaking and adventurous stuff, and I love comedy and stand up. People, you don't have to be a stuffy old fart to like those things. I guarantee you there are probably other 29-year-olds out there that like the same thing. Now, is it the norm or what society deems that, maybe you should be doing at 29? Probably not, but, who cares? Who cares? Who says that? I know. Yeah, this coffee, it's not ice cold, but It is cold. The chill is on it. I'm gonna have to heat this up. Come on with me to the microwave. Who can guess how long I put the coffee on the heat for? Drop it in the chat. Let me see if anybody gets it right. Don't ever let anyone else impose stress on you. I know that's right. I've always just usually preferred the company of people that are in their 40s and 50s. I suppose I started working early on in life with people that age and got used to it. Ooh, it's kind of the same for me, but I feel like I've kind of been exposed to a wide range of people because a lot of the um a lot of the elderly people in my family have lived very, very long lives. I'm talking about super long. Um, my grandparents, my dad's mom passed away when she was over 90. My dad's father passed away. Well, his father passed away a little early, but his stepfather, the man who helped raise him, passed away and he was over 90. And my mom's mom, who's, my maternal grandmother, actually, she just passed away this past Sunday, but she was 96. So, and I have a favorite great aunt who's over 90, and so, like, I've always just been around the older, particularly older women in my family. So, I've sat and listened to my share of back in my day and all of that, and so I feel like I've always had respect for older folks and, then just going through college and all these different programs and live in so many different places, I've been exposed to more, people in my generation, people generation above. I was a college instructor at some point, and so people in a generation kind of beneath, so I kind of have a well-rounded respect for all people and what, the things they like to do, even if it's really not my style of doing, there's still just that genuine kind of mutual respect. Now, some stuff is, like some of the music these days is like, okay, but I guess I'm not so bothered by it because I really don't hear it a lot and we don't play it in here. My husband's a fan of rap music, but he really just plays that in his car, like when he's driving around and stuff. So, um, family is worse. Got to scrape ice off car. Um, mhm, get that ice off in Kentucky. I do not envy you, Joe, because I know how it is. Well, that's good. Hopefully, you inherited their genetics and live a long, happy life. I hope so. I will say, I don't know if I want to be. Well, I think what you said is key. Long, happy. Like when it no longer gets to be fun, I won't mind resting. Like I don't want to live so long that I'm a burden to my children and other people around me. I don't want to live so long to that somebody has to sit with me 24 hours a day, around the clock care, like that kind of stuff. I don't think I would want that because I wouldn't want that for somebody else, especially if I can't do anything for myself. Don't know what's going on. I'm incoherent most of the time. That's not a life I want to live, but long and happy, yes, I'll take it. 30 seconds, Rosie. This the coffee was on for 30 seconds. So that's good. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, I read that one. You have good genes. Thanks, Joe. I tend to hope so. My parents are both in their late 70s, so I'm hoping. I really like your little robe, by the way. I'm English, so over here we call it a dressing gown. Really? Thank you. I purchased this earlier this year for like the Christmas season, and I was saying earlier in my live, um I really should put it up until next Christmas season, but I don't want to. It's nice and comfy and fluffy. Um, so I like it. Have a beautiful day. You do the same, Joe. Go scrape that ice off the car, and I hope you have a phenomenal Monday. Your genetics are good. Thanks, appreciate it. Relax, step, and unwind. How do you deal with a mother who says, I've already grieved for you? What does that mean? I'm dead to her, even though I'm not really dead. Sounds like you need to see a counselor. Relax, sleep, and unwind. Um, sounds like you might need to see a counselor because comments like this always get me because what you are asking is just kind of one snapshot at the end, right, of a very, what seems like it could be a very complex situation. It's snowing here about 2 centimeters, not sure what that is. Oh, 2 degrees Celsius, not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. Where are you, Chuck? Where do you live? Joe says, my aunt quit driving at night. Oh, wow. 90? I know my grandfather drove for quite a bit, but it was before 90 when he was in his 80s when he quit driving and he didn't want to quit driving. They had to take his keys from him. I'm also wearing a fluffy robe thing. It's like a big hoodie. Mine's a gray one though because I never wear bright colors. Oh, sweet. It's good to be cozy, no matter who you are and where you are. Whatever makes you cozy, go for it. Yorkshire, England. I'm half English, half Welsh. Oh, okay. What time is it? And I always ask that question like it's gonna make a difference. I feel like there's a 6 hour time difference, Chuck, but I'm not sure. Which is interesting. Is your name Charles? Is that your full name? Because that's my dad's name, and his nickname is they call him Chuck or Charlie. Nearly 1 p.m. So I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So 5 hour. Yeah. 5 hours. 1 p.m. isn't bad. All right, y'all. I heard a door creak, which means a kid of mine is up getting ready. So I am going to get ready to log off and get them ready so they can get out of here and I can get my day started. No, Chuck is usually a nickname for Charlie, but in Yorkshire, it's a term of endearment. My real name is Tom. Oh, interesting. See, you learn something new every day. So from this live, I am now going to bake some banana bread at some point this month. Y'all, when the frozen bananas go, maybe the frozen bananas was for banana ice cream. Maybe that's what I was saving the frozen bananas for. Hmm, I'm gonna have to see. Anyway, I'm gonna bake some banana bread at some point this month. I've learned that my robe is also called a dressing gown. And I've learned that Chuck is a term of endearment. Oh, it was nice to meet you. God bless you and good luck with the kids. Thanks. Same to you. Nice meet. Well, I don't know about the kids part because don't know if you have kids, but nice meeting you too. God bless you too. All right, y'all. To everyone, I hope there are many happy returns on the day. Thank you for joining me as I had my morning coffee. This was a totally spontaneous live, but sometimes those are the best ones, right? So I came on here with no topic in mind just to see who popped in, and it was a good time. So till next time, um, hey Barbie sisters, gonna have to catch the replay because we are rolling out. We've been here for about an hour. So if you're catching the replay, please hit replay, let me know, and I will see you all the next time I come on. Be sure to subscribe and turn your notification bells on so you get notifications about my lives. All right. Thank you. See y'all. Toodles.